Welcome back, everyone. Back in the Acura, the 3.0 CL. And today we'll be doing a modification that I wasn't planning to do, but I'm doing out of necessity. Maybe installing a new deck, or what's the actual name for this nowadays? USB receiver with advanced Bluetooth. It's not just called CD deck anymore, or tape deck. I guess there is no CD on here. But the reason why I'm doing this is because I cannot get the radio code for this. I've called Acura and Honda of Canada and America, and even gave them the serial number for the stereo itself, and they called the company in Japan that makes it, and they don't have it either. So I'm tired of not having any radio in this car, because it does have a nice see on the back, it's got the Bose system, so right here too. But yeah, so we're gonna install that today, and I got a laptop here because I ordered everything here from Crutchfield. So I got the receiver or deck, dash install kit, and wiring harness. And they have all nice step-by-step instructions online in color. So yeah, we're going to get started. I've already had the center console out, so I know how it comes out, but yeah, I'm not sure how much of a DIY video this is going to be. I think what I'm going to do is just record the process and show you guys the results, and then I'll post the instructions for the removal in my Discord channel if you guys want to see it there. But hope you guys enjoy, and I'll definitely be enjoying some actual music in this car. So just before we start here, I got the instructions up, and one thing I noticed that they don't have the instructions if you have the factory tape deck installed, or that option from factory. So I wonder if I'll be missing a cubby here. I might have to buy one of those after. So, and I want you to pry all this off first, and if you have the cubby, just remove it and the screws behind it. But I have taken out this radio before, and I know that's not the proper procedure. I know we'll have to take this out, the center console, a couple of screws there, and then under this too, the cup holders, there's a couple of screws there. And yeah, also make sure you disconnect the negative of the battery, and e-brake up, because we'll be moving the shifter a little bit too a few times, just to get some more room up here. Okay, so for the cubby, pull this little velvet change holder, whatever it was back in the day. A couple screws in there, you'll see the e-brake cables there if you ever need to adjust it. Now, although I haven't done a lot of stereo installs, I am an auto body guy, so taking apart interiors are not very common, but we do stuff, especially like dashboards and airbags, so a little bit used to that. Now for the drink holders, this comes right out. Oops. Just gonna put these all on the floor. I'm just gonna put all the screws inside the drink holder. See a couple screws here, about 3 of them to be exact. I know electric screwdrivers exist, but in a car this old, where these are getting hard to find replacement parts, I prefer to use a nice, specifically I have the snap-on Phillips screwdrivers with the diamond tipped on them. It'll take a little extra longer, but might save you from having to replace a piece later on that you won't be able to find in just any junkyard. Okay, so all the screws are out. Should just lift it, slide over the e-brake, and there is your center console. Good time to clean it. Already have. That's good. Okay, now see a couple of screws on the trim here. This wood trim around the shifter. Now that is all this wood trim on these Acuras is pretty much unobtainium. These weren't offered on the Accords, so be very careful. And try and keep track of what screws go where, but they all look the same so far. Those two screws are out. I think this chrome piece should just pop off. Now this ashtray. Be very careful here. Just check our instructions again, see if missed anything. Okay. Oh yes, there's one screw. Funny enough, the OBD connector is in here behind the ashtray. See that better there? Yeah, there's one screw deep in there. E-brake on. Oh, just gotta get the shift interlock. There we go. Before I lose that screw, I'm just gonna grab my big magnet. Screw out. Nice zinc plated screw. I wish we zinc plated everything nowadays, but cost and zinc coating stuff puts out a lot of emissions in the air, so can't do that. Oh, my apologies, there's one more screw back here. One below and one above the OBD connector. Oh, that looks promising. Okay. What we got connected here? Heated seat controls. Those out. Not sure yet. They say left or right on them. Both the same part numbers. You know what? And the bulbs are burnt out on them. I wonder if I can replace those while they're out. Oh, there you go. And then there is a couple connectors. One for the clock. And one for your hazard switch. There we go. Oh, looks like there's one just for the cigarette lighter. Oops. That is out. Oh, looks like we got a little shoots. Top of it just broke there. I'll have to epoxy that back on. Push it out the other way. Oh man. Okay, that's an easy fix though. I'll show you guys how to fix that on a different video. Okay, now let's get to the actual receiver out. It's already quite loose. There's 2 bolts. Two bolts down here, right above the OBD2. Bolt or screws. Looks like you can use a 10mm on them as well. Here's what they look like. Got everything out. Should just slide out now. Perfect. And I'll just disconnect this and pull it out. See if we can do it with one hand. There we go. Just curious why there's no. Looks like you have to disconnect the antenna. I wonder if the antenna is part of that connector too. But there you go. It's out. Lots of real estate now. It's free real estate. Alright, let's open this sucker up. '90 to '98 Honda or 90 to '01 Acura on the part number. I believe this must go in here somewhere. Something like that. Before I get too ahead of me with the actual component install, check out the wiring harness as well. Again, it says Honda Acura 8604. I believe this fits into the vehicle side. Okay. Now with the other instructions, there's going to be which wire to hook up what to the radio. Let's open that up while we're here. Oh, removable faceplate. Hell yeah. Look at that. Thing of beauty. Ooh, microphone. So light, much lighter than the factory one. Okay, I'm gonna do the wiring now. So I'll post that in the Discord where which wire goes to what on each side. So here's the harness that comes with the radio, and here's the harness from Crutchfield. And yeah, just match up all your wires. Alright, here's the harness I got all finished up. Looks professional. Okay. Gonna plug this into the car. Plug this into the new receiver here. Yeah. Just put it up here for now. Faceplate. It's got a little connector here. Just goes into here. Doesn't feel in. Just a second. Why is this the most difficult part? Oh, slide it in first and then, okay. There we go. Okay. Well, I think we're ready to hook up the battery again. Wish me luck. So I should probably find the keys. No fires? Nothing's burning? Let's turn the ignition on. Oh! Heck yeah. Okay. Source. Oh. Tuner. I know it's just static, but it's going to go around quickly and listen to all the speakers. Front driver's door is working. Front passenger. This tweeter's working. That tweeter's working. Rears. Crawl in the back here. Rears are loud and clear. Okay, let's try to put a radio station on. Hopefully we don't get demonetized. Huh. I got no antenna at all. Interesting. Actually, never mind, everybody. Looks like the antenna was back here. I just didn't see it. It works! Okay. So again, the instructions are making total sense. Here's the dash kit. Apparently it comes with a different bracket, but I found this bracket in the kit. So it looks like this will go, you see on the back of the big one in here, it looks like it slides into here. This, and this bolts on to the two screws that were there before that go just above the OBD connector. See down there? So I'm gonna put it together that way. So I think that might be the only way that this works. I think this came with a couple of screws here, so we're gonna screw that into the back of that first. Trying to get this all on camera for you guys. Seems like that's the way it should go. Like that. Just gonna see how it fits without anything plugged in. Oh, I think this little plate comes off. Okay, so that's in there. How do you keep this fastened in there? something like that. Let me do this all off camera and see what I figure out. So there's two tabs on the side here. I had to chop them off because they were catching on here and I couldn't get it to go low enough. Okay, here's what I got. It's got the two 10mm bolts in here, just above the OBD2 connector. So it's just moving around because the two zinc plated bolts are screws for the OBD connector are not connected. But we're gonna now attempt to install it all. See how it fits. Need a third pair of hands. No, not third pair, just a third hand. Oh, this in harness. It's the radio antenna. It's going to be tough. Not a lot of slack to it. Okay, it's looking good ish. Let's connect the clock. It's just an empty connector for something, I'm not sure. Maybe a fog light option. Plug in the cigarette lighter first. Nice. There's the heated seat wiring. Okay. There. Okay. Okay, so they're both quite visible. Even if they drop, you still pick up a pair of pliers or something. Oops. Actually, that's not horrible. Before I get too ahead of myself, I'm going to see if I can grab this heated seat connector. Long pliers. Whew. It's like the claw game. As long as I have this connector on, it's fine. Out. Don't lose anywhere. Okay. Yeah, it's not the prettiest of installs, but I think, oh, looks like there's some tabs here that I should probably cut off. Get this down flush a bit. Okay. And actually, I think that's maybe those need to be trimmed a bit, but it just wouldn't look too nice. Oh, the tabs are on the actual wood trim itself, and I do not want to cut those because if I ever do find a factory Bose radio that has a radio code, I'm actually gonna put it back in. Okay, let's finish assembling this and go for a drive. So it works. All right. Awesome. So thanks for watching all that. Like I said, I wasn't planning on doing a full install video. I thought it was going to be a lot more straightforward, but obviously custom installs, there's custom work, and the instructions weren't as helpful as I hoped, but that's okay. It works, and it'll be great to have some actual music in here while I'm driving to work. So as always, guys, thanks for watching.